up my paladin and go pull some
Docking
level
request
4
accepted.
security missions. Gonna run maybe an hour, 2 hours worth. Just try and get some ISK. I miss using the paladin. Hello. Alright, let's see what we get here. First mission. Cargo delivery. Oh my gosh. Really? Cargo delivery. Ugh.
Drive active.
What do we have here?
Kabra näköä.
Alright. see if we can give away some smiskies. And let's see. We need the warehouse stuff. So let's start burning towards that. Turn on our modules. Fry these guys. Alright, we're just gonna go straight to the warehouse. The only thing about having a marauder is while you're moving, you don't really deal too much damage, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Lovely friends have spawned in. We got our phones up. Just to add a little bit of DPS on these close guys. Once we get another warehouse, we can put down our bastion module. Just obliterate all these guys. $16. I guess we should not be up. It looks so dicey when you're not in bastion mode. Almost. Almost there. Boom. And now everything just gets to disappear. easy day. What are the dailies today? LP. Well, I'm not gonna scan, so let's just get that one out of the way.
Warp drive active.
Get another mission here.
Warp drive active.
I suppose I should probably coordinate with my corp mate. It would be smart. It would also be smart to update my settings on it.
Docking permission requested.
Alright, we can dock. Let's go.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
There we go. There's that. Easy day. Alright. Okay. And here we go. Couple jumps to actually get to this one. That's okay though.
Warp drive active.
All the things. I love those extra skill points. Alright. Safety. Picky people. That's what that is.
Warp drive active.
Yeah. this one for vengeance has more enemies than the last one did. Not 100% sure. Didn't need them.
Warp drive active.
Skip that. Phallic laser shoot. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for showing up. How's it going, Mercury? Get out of the grid here for this next one. Turn on my trackers
Warp
and
drive active.
reactive partner. There we go. This is gonna have to slide around it because we're gonna get stuck on the actual acceleration gate. There we go.
Warp drive active.
And see what we warp into. Using conflagration right now, so our range is fairly short. Might have to swap it out. We'll see. No, we are good. Hopefully we can take out these frigates before they start moving too fast. Since already. Right. Come on. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to hit them. Even if I put on multi-frequency. Well, we got one. Two. Get the last one. Yeah. It takes off like most of the frustrations of doing these. It's getting rid of the frigates. Right, and now conflagration. Another reason to do that is because the multi-frequency has better tracking than conflagration does. Right. Let's just
Our module has run out of charges.
I almost want to throw it out into you. Well, not the system stage, I'm sorry. That's just interesting. Wasn't expecting him to be there. Alright. I just gotta wait for module to finish its duration. We can hit the acceleration key. Hey! Thank you, Krell.
Warp drive active.
Alright. We're getting so close. 23 out of 25. Ooh, hot landing zone. Easy day though. Some of these cruisers though are actually quite thick. Much more so than others. Anyways. Destroyers, before they get too close, just like the frigates, they're not as bad, but it's still rather super rather there. Alright. This pocket's gonna go much faster. Oh, it's not very clear. How about now? Is that better? I'm trying to be quiet because the other person in the house is sleeping. Is it better though? Okay. Yeah, I moved it closer since I'm talking quietly. Thank you for the heads up though. I'm very excited about, like, I'm almost to the 25 followers, and I just need 2 more streams with 3 average viewers or more to make it to the affiliate point. So I'm excited about it.
Warp drive active.
After your golem. Gosh, this tune, like all of my gunnery skills and every skills other than for this Marauder are just all over the place. Such a mismatch. We're gonna get some long-range target practice in on these guys. Did I even bring scripts with? I did not. Of course I did. That's fine. I might start working towards the golem actually. Because I've started working on missile skills. I still got a lot of them to do, but I'm in progress, I should say. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about that is because you have, when you're using torpedoes or missiles of any kind, you have that delay of, like, you fire and then you have the transit time of the projectile. So the enemy might be dead by the time your munitions arrive on target. But it is nice that they can hit small targets regardless of tracking. You just deal a little less damage to them. Alright, Tinto. Easy day. Let's go.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, like if you're doing sights or something by yourself, it doesn't matter because nothing's gonna die before your munitions get there. But when you're doing it in a fleet, that's when it matters because you end up double shooting something effectively.
The Stargate denies you permission
Oh
to jump
yes, I
at the
know.
moment.
Bastion module.
Warp drive active.
Interesting. Bunch of people just got on. That's nice. Destroyed Sansa Sleep. Hey! Thank you, Storm Trace. Oh my, I am one follow off now. Oh my. Make him commander. Here we go. Sam Good 0? Let's see. We find Sam Good 0. What do I got here? 59:30. There we go. Oh. We're waiting on Lente here to warp to his grid. There we go. Okay, there he goes. Easy day. Hello, Babsel. Or Babsy. Correction, Babsy. Should be able to warp soon. There we go. For everybody in the Twitch right now, when we hit the follower goal, 25, I'm going to start a raffle. We're going to give away 20 million ISK. It's really simple. When I start the raffle, you're just going to type in chat, !join, which will enter you into the raffle. And then if I set everything up correctly, in 15 minutes, so that people have time to enter into it, we will get a winner. Oh, there we go. I don't think I need to put on my Bastion module this time. He pretty much took care of all there.
Drive active.
Easy day. Let's get on to the next grid. Oh, there we go. There's more enemies. A lot of frigates. Ugh. A lot of frigates. But yeah, we're gonna have to get to the multi-frequency here. Those batteries actually hurt. Please, please, please. No. Yeah, I got him. It makes me so happy when I actually am able to kill frigates before they get on top of me. Didn't get that one though. So we're gonna have to put out the drones. Hey, Dell. Thank you so much. Alright, so let me see if this works. Okay, so that did not work. Technical difficulties. So now we get to go and troubleshoot while killing stuff. Nothing ever bad has happened while doing that, right? Jackpot, checkmans. Okay. Let me see if that worked. Boom. There we go. For all those who wish to join, !join. And in 900 seconds, we will give away 20 million ISK. that. Travel to Sank. Turn in.
Warp drive active.
Oh, we gotta update our goal. Our follower goal is no longer up to date because we hit it. So we need to go to dashboard, goals. Okay, let's do 30.
The Stargate denies you permission
Oh
to
yeah,
jump
yeah,
at the
Bastion
moment.
module. There we go. There we go. Nobody's gonna join in the raffle?
Warp drive active.
Here. Alright, so now we should have the follower goal updated. We have the raffle system, I think, working. Nobody's joined it yet, so I can't tell you.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I don't know if it got redone because I just updated the thing, but it shouldn't. Alright, well it didn't work for you, so we are going to run it again. And let me see. There is already a raffle running. Yeah. Interesting. You'd think there would be a confirmation when you do the exclamation point join. Let me check my overlay and see if there's an issue with that. We don't want the Anomalic team. Okay, chat bot, chat commands. Join is active. Okay. Yeah, that's... Okay. It should be working. Oh, hey. What do we got? We got Worlds Collide in Hayama. This is the Big Daddy mission.
Warp drive active.
Oh, I lost out on my Chronos, buddy. Sad face. See if anybody else in the corp wants to go with. This one's gonna be a lot of enemies. A little bit of traveling between gate to gate. Or, yeah. But, a lot of enemies in this one. Get our modules running.
Active.
And away we go. This is one of my favorite L4s. I really like this one. That's always a smart move. Somebody coming and salvaging afterwards. Because with the amount of wrecks there is. So we are closer to the Caristas, so we're gonna pull these guys in. And we're gonna head towards that one. So the way I do this is because these guys don't automatically aggro until you shoot at them. So you just get them upset at you, and then they will all start flying towards you. Meanwhile, I fly towards these and shoot at these, actually. And also shoot at these so they start flying towards me. Because I don't quite have the range to just sit and snipe these from where we land on grid at. But they don't have the range to hit me either, so it's fine. Yeah. It'll be a little bit before we get in range. Not too long though, because as soon as we turn on Bastion, we'll actually be able to hit them. But I want to get actually up to the gate, because there's no reason to put the Bastion on back here, where I will then have to turn off and then slow boat forward. So once we're down to 2,500 meters here, we're going to throw Bastion on and just start removing the enemies from the field. Okay. Bastion's on, and now they're going to start dying. So, yeah, the range is much better for actually reaching out and hitting them. Plus, they're coming in closer. So, everything is just going to get taken out. There you go. Raffle ends in 450 seconds. By the time I'm done taking out this group on the right, that group will be in range. Works out perfectly. Alright. Oh, back down at 2. Alright. Go. a ship that couldn't even hit me. I feel like the frigates should be a lot closer than they are. $225 seconds for the raffle. There we go. I'm actually going to put an MTU out here. At the very least, it'll pull everything together for Dell to salvage. Although, no, you know what? I'm gonna leave the loot for Dell. He needs it more than I do. Yeah, you know, Dell, I'm hoping that you're entered, and it just doesn't give confirmations. This is the first time I've ran it, so I don't know. I know the giveaway, that one works. So if you right now type exclamation point enter, that Vexor giveaway that's in the bottom left, you will get tickets towards that. And that's on Thursday. And it's fully fit. There we go. Almost done with these. We have to wait for a whole cycle of this, I think. There you go. Yeah, that one works. We tested that one last stream. I just hadn't tested the raffle yet, so we'll see if it actually works. I mean, it's been given the time frames, so hopefully it's working. We'll find out. What is that? Is that a bounty hit? Oh, no. Wrong page. We don't need to show that. Yeah, it was a bounty hit, okay. It's a very low bounty hit. There we go. And Dell, you are safe to warp to start salvaging.
Warp drive active.
And I'm going to go on to the next pocket. Frigates first. Put on multi-frequency. Turn on Bastion. Come on. Please. Aww. Actually has to turn on the rev trap this time. Oh, finally. Here we go. I just want to get these frigates done. No, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on. Pretty please. Pretty please. There we go. Miss, hit. There we go. Oh, I need to start taking off some bigger stuff, though. Hey, how's it going, Papa Smurf? You're in here just in time to enter into a raffle. If you type, exclamation point join, you're gonna win 20 million is. We're gonna have to start taking out the, actual big guys here. Yeah, it's not giving a notification that you entered into it, but if you look here, what the heck? Try join now. I love trying to get these, yeah, it's not giving any, like, see, but it had you enter. Okay. Okay, so it works. We just need to get the settings. Okay, so S raffle 5. We're gonna do. We'll do 120 seconds. So, all right, please, Krell, Dell, and Papa Smurf enter in, and I won't enter in, so that I don't win it, because that's not good for me to. And this will be for the 20 million ISK, as long as all three of you can get into it. All right, we got Krell. Dell got in. Papa Smurf, if you want to get in on this. There we go. Okay, good. Whoever wins this one, 20 million. In 1 minute. I have not been paying much attention to the actual fight that's going on. I'm almost out of capacitor, wasn't shooting at stuff. That's right. 30 seconds. Oh man, we got 20 kilometers to run after I'm done killing off these guys. Should be about time for the raffle. Wait, what? Yeah, right. Raffle's ended. Krell has won 5 gold. In this case, that means 20 million ISK. Alright. Krell, let me bring up the Iskies. I will hide your name, because we don't need the world knowing that. There we go. Congratulations. And Papa Smurf, there's a Vexer giveaway on Thursday. You can do !enter to get into the Vexer giveaway. It is fully fit. Those filaments are no joke. Once you start running the higher tiers, they get expensive to go buy them in bulk to run them. Because I'm doing the tier 4 gammas now, and they're like 11 to 12 million each. So if I want to go buy, 20 or 30, it's actually a decent amount. We're going to turn off Bastion and start going towards the gate. I don't think this guy will be dead by then. T4 electricals? What are you running them in? Okay. Active tank? I'm assuming because you're doing electricals. No, of course. I do a passive tank. I'm a lazy Gila pilot. And I'm a bad drone parent. Alright, that wasn't too bad there. Ah, okay. Yeah, mine's set up completely for passive. I can do T4 gammas passive. I can do T3 electricals or exotics or firestorms. But yeah, gamma for the win. But they're slower because of the extra shields. Like, so it's a trade-off. But it's what I've been running, and it works, Alright, go on to the next pocket here. Alright, can't believe we made it to 25 followers today. I'm so excited about that. Now I just gotta get 2 more days with the average streamer numbers that I need, and I'll make it to the affiliate mark. It's exciting. And Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do Abyssals. Hey! Thank you. Nice. Tuesdays, Thursdays, I've been running Abyssals on a schedule. Trying to keep to it, run it for a couple hours at least. And I've been learning a lot about the Abyssals, and hopefully I can get my fit up to the point where I can do the T5 gammas in a passive tank. But what I need to do is get my DPS up. My DPS isn't there yet. So, that is what I need. I have the... Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, the missiles don't do enough from the Gila. Did you lose the drones to the AoE suppressor, or did you lose them to like thunderclouds, or like what was bringing them down? Hey, Lusitania, welcome back, my friend. Yeah, the suppressors, if it's a short range one and you don't notice it, it kills drones so fast. You like this ship here, Lieutenant? We're shooting some lasers off. Just frying ships. I haven't learned to pay attention, that's the problem. Alright. I love Worlds Collide. There's so many enemies to get to chew through. So nice. We are almost out of cap.
The capacitor is empty.
Yeah.
The capacitor is empty.
Yeah.
The capacitor is empty.
Let's go with my lower capacitor ammo.
The capacitor is empty. The capacitor is empty. The capacitor
Oh wow, we
is
actually
empty.
lost our reactive armor herder too. Did something get stripped off my fit? No? Interesting.
The capacitor is empty. The capacitor is empty.
Nothing is nuding me. What is going on?
The capacitor is empty.
Something is wrong, my good man. I don't know what it is. Well, yeah. Yeah. They do take a lot of cap. I think microwave is the one that doesn't use crap for, Or is it? Which one? Which one is it? Infrared's minus 35. Standards. Here we go. Standard. This is why you carry a bunch of different kinds of ammo. Look at that, 16 mil. Oh, you guys can't see it. Darn it. 16 million was that bounty hit. Which is nice. Sorry, we get a little bit here to the bastion comes off. I mean, a 16 million bounty hit when you're just running missions, because that's every 15 minutes that your bounty hits. You're complaining about that, Dell? I feel like that's a positive thing. A very, very positive thing. It's all good. That. Alright, I think this is the gate back to the original.
Active.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pop out back by you now. And then I'm going to go in the other gate and kill everybody in that pocket, and then everything will be safe for you to go through all the gates. But it's going to take me a second. Because of course I'm 29 kilometers off. Haha. I'm not gonna complain if the corp gets some. Or actually, maybe in like 2 weeks we can get up a manufacturing station at the current rate that we're bringing in funds. So then you guys can manufacture to your heart's content. Suppose I can put on real ammunition again. Should be. Let's just go a little bit off to the side here so that we don't bump into the thing when we go to a line. That's always very frustrating. Just have the, I think only one more room to clear, pretty sure. Not 100%, but pretty sure. Alright. Almost there. And activate. Activate. There we go.
Drive active.
Nice, it even flipped in the correct direction. And away we go. I don't think I'm killing them faster than you're salvaging them, Noctis. Or in the Noctis. I think they're just spread out. That is a lot of frigates. I'm just gonna go for all the friggin' little guys first. Takes them out. Obviously these ones back here we're gonna have to take out with the drones, but there's not much I can do about that. I just don't want too many of them flying around. There we go. And now we can start working on the big guys. Until that reactive armor hardener gets going, we're gonna take some damage here. Always looks a little dicey, doesn't it? Getting down to half armor. But every cycle of this just take less and less damage. Okay, so a paladin, like all the marauders, you're going for, you can't move, right? So you're stationary. So you need to have enough DPS and tankiness. So you go for just raw DPS plus tankiness. Like right now, it looks dicey. But as these guys start dropping, this is going to be fine. Because I'm just going to keep obliterating them. This fit here, I'm really reckless with it because I have a lot of DPS. Alright, we don't need to go to Sun Overload anymore. But a lot of builds don't have as much DPS, so mine, we're running at like 2650 DPS, and our armor repair rate is 205. So the thing I would recommend to a newer player, have more on your armor repair and less on the DPS. So like in your modules down here, have more defensive modules than offensive ones. So don't swap that until you're comfortable in the ship and you know what missions do what. By the time you can fly this, you've been flying a battleship for a while, so you should be used to the like the way that the style of shooting off the smaller ships is, because your guns have very, very, very bad tracking. You cannot hit things that have a velocity and a movement away from you, transversals. So that is important, knowing what you can and can't hit, because if I was shooting at that frigate with my main guns, they would never hit. And then just knowing what ranges your ammunition works at. Which actually, I want to be able to stay repairing, so I'm going to go to the standard ammo center. Does that answer you, Prisbiant, or like what else specifically? Because like explaining Paladin to a new player, like it takes months and months and months to get into a Marauder. So which aspect, like for a new Paladin player or a new Marauder player, or just someone who's aspiring to fly a Paladin? Let's see. Nothing took too much damage from overheating. Do I prefer? Honestly, so my alt has a Vargur. I prefer the Vargur by far. I haven't flown the Golem or the Kronos, so I cannot speak to those ones, but I do like the Vargur more than I like the Paladin. I don't have near as many capacitor issues on the Vargur. Having shield tank is more enjoyable for me than armor tank, but I didn't know that when I first started the game, so I went for the Paladin, or I went down the Amar line. Banana ship. You think this looks like a banana? It looks like something, but it's not a banana. Just saying. It's a purple-headed monster. I did. So, this is a little rougher right now than it usually would be. Nice, Crow. I have a different implant set that I would normally have on for the Paladin. I just didn't go swap, and I should. Because, like, this repair rate right here, when I put on my other implant set, is about 50% faster. Because it's the armor repair implants. Oh.
The capacitor is empty.
Okay, we don't need any of those active anymore. I can talk louder, but there's somebody sleeping in the house. But I will... Is that better for you? Test, test. Test, test.
The capacitor is empty.
Yeah, I'm talking much quieter than I normally do as well. So I did just turn up the mic input. Hopefully that does it for you. Is it better? Oh, didn't need to cycle that again. That's okay. Alright, good to hear, good to hear. Now we can go for the gate. Oh, actually, we can go turn this in.
Warp drive active.
Easy day. Navy APOC is what I used before I got the paladin. I like it. You can run L4s. You have to be much more cautious. Either use a jump drive and snipe, or be prepared to enter and exit the site a couple times on some of these, like Worlds Collide. But it definitely gets the job done, and I like the ship. The other option, which is also good, depends on your drone skills though, is the Armageddon. So you can use sentry turrets with this one, so you can micro jump drive away, then come back, and oh, the Abaddon? Okay.
Warp drive active.
So, your little mini dreadnought, it looks like it, but it's not it. No, I mean, the Armageddon Navy issue, like, you're gonna get more DPS out of the Navy issue Armageddon. Obviously, there's a huge cost difference. But if you're gonna use the Navy APOC, I would use the Armageddon instead. The Navy issue one. Just because you're gonna get the drones with it and still be able to use the large turrets. So, instead of, you know, it's a little bit different of a playstyle, I guess. If you want more sniper role, use the Armageddon. If you want more brawler, use the APOC. Alright. Turn this in, pull another mission. Here you go, Dell, you just got some earnings too. Duo of Death. Santola. Alright. Make sure to repair since we overheated and my nanite paste is on my other ship. I mean, a lot of the battleships, you can fit them to be high defense. Like the ship that Krell just said, the Abaddon, that one, because it has the resistance to armor as its passive, absolutely can fill that role. If you take a look, right, it gets 4% bonus to all armor resistances and then a bonus to armor plate hit points. So if you want to get in and like brawl, you could do that with this, but you're going to take a DPS hit, so it's a give and take. Dell sat on a chart. Yeah, my favorite is over here though. The Bard. I really like it. get jumping on a Santola.
Drive active.
But like I said, I have not tried the Kronos, and I have not tried the Golem. Back to the Abyssals. Okay. The Vargur? Because I found I like shield tanking more than I like armor tanking. So that's why. So I can set up the Vargur to shield tank, and then my low slots, I don't have to have a rep in there. I don't have to have armor resists in there. I can just have damage modules. In a, damage control. Because I almost always run a damage control in every fit that I use. Because for shield tank, armor tank, any tank, damage control is nice.
Warp drive active.
Alright. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Here we go. Turn on our modules. Go to the short range ammo. What faction do you fly, Prisbian? Is it Amar?
Warp drive active.
By the way, for minor, okay. Gotcha. I mean, you don't have to use Amar if you're just mining. I would see what, there we go, 10 million bounty hit there. I would see what weapons you like using, like lasers, projectile turrets, hybrid, missiles, and then choose based off that, and then based off the kind of tank. Missiles, so like the Golem does have the capability to kill off these little guys, whereas I don't. I have to use drones to kill off these stinking spider drones. Because I just will never hit them. You hate armor tank? Well then go Kaldari or go Minmatar. Right, go one of those two. So either the Golem or the Vargur would be the end of the line. You could also go Rattlesnake. So just don't go for a Marauder, go for a faction ship. The Rattlesnake's a great ship for level 4s. If I was the cargo container, which one would I be? I guess we'll go for the closer one first. Yes, I have flown the Nightmare. I would put that above the Navy Apocalypse, but below a Marauder. So, it's absolutely a viable ship. It is more expensive though, so that's the trade-off, right? Like it is costlier. Why are we so slow to kill off these darn things? That's okay. Gosh, look how slow we are. All because of these darn spider drones. Sad piece. Buddy. Sorry. Wait. There we go. Finally get our speed back up here. Okay. And we'll pull the drones in. So you can gank a Marauder, sure. But you're trying to gank something that has a lot of health. Right? So like 121,000 EHP, that's without overheating anything. So like they're gonna have to bring a lot of ships. They can do it, but they're gonna have to bring a lot of ships. Like if you look at Z kill board, there's definitely Marauders that have been ganked, 100%. But it's not very often because you have to take a lot of ships to do the ganking, and the Marauder's expensive. But that doesn't mean that the modules that you have are worth enough for them to gank you and get their money back off all the ships they have to use to actually kill you. Now, if you're in low sec or you're in null sec or wormhole, yeah, if you're using a Bastion module in those places, you're gonna get killed if somebody comes along. I know when I lived in null sec, I definitely got blopped a couple times. So it is less than ideal. I don't know if the special delivery's in that cargo rig or if it's in the cargo containers here. But we'll find out in a second. Nope, it's there. Easy day. Also, I recommend, if you're worried about ganks or ganks are happening frequently wherever you are, if you take the known ganking corporations, so like Safety, Safety.net, a whole bunch of other ones, add them to your bad faction standing so that you can see in local if they are good or bad. It can help to give you a little heads up. It's not foolproof though, not by any means. But in order to gank you when you're doing missions, they have to combat scan you. And then if you've went through gates, they try to warp to you, they're going to go to the first gate and then have to come through the gates to follow you. Alright, go turn this one in. Nice. Hello, Fripnip. I like that name. I really like that name. 10 of 10. Am a fan. Alright. wonder what the next one's gonna be. Yes, Del, there's actually three kinds. So there's scanner probes, combat probes, and then there's probes that you use for determining what compositions in a moon that you're going to set up moon mining for. So scanner probes, you scan down combat sites or anomalies, wormholes, things like that. Combat scanner probes, you can scan down people, so ships, you can scan down MTUs, you can scan down player stations that are not listed. So if you're, like, for example, if you're in a wormhole space and you want to scan down someone to warp to them, you have to have the combat scanner probe to be able to warp to a person. Ninja salvager? I mean, so the problem is in high sec, you're gonna get flagged because you're taking somebody else's loots. If you do that in low sec or somewhere like that, yeah, you can do it there. Just don't get caught because you're gonna get killed. Because if you're out in a salvaging ship. Alright. Fripnip, what ships do you fly in, Eve? Angel Extravaganza. Nice. In Hayama. I'm trying to remember what the range is on the Angel Extravaganza one. But I think we're going to start with short range shooting. I think. Bit of everything? Okay. I fly Amar on this tune, and then on my alt I fly Minmatar, and then on this tune I also fly Aguila for Abyssals. I'm up to running T4s, but I haven't gotten the cojones to go beyond the T4s yet. So hopefully I can get up to doing 5s, but not there yet. Not there yet. Alright, Angels Extravaganza. Fripp, do you mainly do like high sec, low sec, null sec, security missions, abyssals, PvP? What's your flavors? I'm a Care Bear myself. Gotcha. Yeah, I did like 4 months in null, and it was not for me. I prefer the drudgery of high sec. It's a simpler life. Alright, here we go. Angels Extravaganza. Let's get rid of these pesky frigates right off the bat. F them. And then we're gonna get rid of the battle cruisers. I really like abyssals though. I got way more involved with them in the last, I don't know, month. Yeah. I'm terrible at PvP, that's why I avoid it. Like, if you look up my kill board, I'm as cuddly can get, pretty much. It's bad. It's real bad. It is exciting though. I think at some point I'll start doing some stuff with an alt maybe. Just maybe like faction warfare on an alt. That way I can get that itch scratched if it decides to surface. Yeah. Well, you never want to be alone for PvP anyways. Like, if you're alone, you've already lost, probably. No, I have not tried that. I don't have any skills in any of the trig ships. Also, it's god-awful expensive right now. It's gonna come down in price by a lot. Like, there's no way it can stay that expensive. I suppose I could just research it. I have a Lashak BBC that I could research. And since I do the abyssals, I get the materials for it, but... Yeah. Well, Del, you may know more about PvP than I do at that point, because... Like I said, I'm not good at it, so... Oh yeah, absolutely they will. Just slightly out of my optimum range here for that guy. Do I... Yeah, I might want to change off to... But he's coming closer. I think this will be the last enemy for this pocket. Oh no! Ah, I should have turned off my bastion. I just don't think the Trig Marauder is going to be any good for the content that I run, because I do high sec level 4 missions with my Marauders. Like, the enemies don't have enough health for a Trig Marauder to actually spool up, and that DPS to actually matter. So I think it would just effectively be less efficient than a Vargur or Paladin or Golem or Kronos. Like, if you're using it to structure bash, I think it would really shine for that. Like, using it to structure bash and high sec, I think is where its prime use is. Alright. Go on to the next pocket here. Here we go.
Warp drive active.
Alright. Don't need that on anymore. Save the cap. Oh god, that was a long one. It's like 20 some days. Let me get engaged on grid here and I will look at how many skill points it took. It's 2.56 million. So, and so it's 2.56 million, and you would want your highest stat to be willpower and your second highest to be perception for that specific one to research as fast as possible, and the training time multiplier is long. So, yeah, long time. Long time. And let's take out the little fella first. Well, since you have E-War, you might as well die first. Oh. I do love the DPS that I get on this ship. Like, I'm running 2650 DPS on this thing. And it's because of these abyssal heat sinks. I don't think I needed to turn off my bastion, but that's okay. I don't think we're going to get through all these before the bastion wears off. We'll see though. I would be happily surprised. No, there's no way. Now the question is, do I cycle it for another run? I think I do. Because we're so close to the gate. Yeah, absolutely. Lusitania, you still just running level 4s in your mean times? Just a couple seconds for the bastion. There we go. All right. Be able to activate it. How much is it?
Warp drive active.
Lusitania, are you doing those in um, frigates, destroyers, cruisers? 9.1 for a Marauder. That's just insane. Vexor, okay, Vexor's great. That's my favorite, like, T1 cruiser by far. Like, why would you pay 9.1 billion for a Marauder? You could have a good dreadnought for that. Alright. Well, I have a feeling this is gonna hurt here. All these sentry guns. Yeah, 6 billion. So you save 3.1. So you can also have a full implant set. The Vexor is given away on Thursday. If you type exclamation point enter, you will be purchase a ticket for it. 340. What ship? There you go. You're entered to win, Prisbian. Oh, okay. Thank you very much for the follow, Prisbian. It has been a really good couple days for the number of followers, the number of engagement. Like, gone a turn into? Gonna turn it. Okay. Gotcha. I understand. Have a good night, Del. Thank you for hanging out. Couple seconds left here on the module. And then we can get on to the next site. There we go. Hey! I recognize that sound. Fripnip, thank you for following. I'm excited to see how the next couple weeks of streaming goes, because I'm gonna expand as well, because I'm gonna be doing Eve on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I plan on doing Path of Exile on I can't decide if I'm gonna do 2 days a week or just one, because they finally have another season coming out. It's a long time coming. So, if anybody else likes Path of Exile, I'm a glutton for punishment in that game, and I play on the Ruthless settings, which the name is very, very apt. It is very ruthless. Gosh, I love just in Angel's Extravaganza how many ships we get to kill here. Alright. Let's get the frigates first. Should be about the time that we're done killing this battleship. Maybe? Yeah, it'll be good. Okay. We'll have to switch ammo though. Easy day. All right. I think there's only one more pocket after this, if my memory serves me correctly. We can switch over to conflagration. These guys are within range. Drop them down a little faster. This might end up being my last mission for the evening. It's coming up on 11 o'clock here. We'll see how things are going. Not 100% sure. Don't forget to enter into the giveaway if you're looking to win a Vexor. I'll be giving it away on Thursday. It is fully fit with T1 fittings. I know for experienced players it's not much, but for new players it's a great ship. And it's a giveaway, so you might as well. Now, if I time this correctly.
God damn!
Honey. No, I'm gonna have to go through a whole nother cycle of Bastion. That's okay. $12 million bounty hit, not bad. Oh, I thought that was the last group for this pocket. I was mistaken. That's alright. More enemies, more bounties. Alright. Since I'm thinking about heading off, let's see who we're gonna raid, shall we? None of my normal raiding partners are online. I didn't even notice that. Nobody told me. What do we got? We got asteroid belt mining. There we go. Now we can get on to the next, and I believe which will be the last pocket. Seconds-ish until we warp through. Yeah, this will definitely be the last mission for me. There we go.
Warp drive active.
Alright, everything's in range for conflagration. Have to activate another gate, huh? Hello, Grimlock. Finishing up a Angel Extravaganza here. Hopefully we can get the timing right on this one so we're not stuck in Bastion module. Yeah, that login bonus today was so nice. Ooh. Alright. Grimlock, do you, what do you fly in Eve? I'm gonna get the runs that are closer first. Gosh. Wish my skill queue could get completed with that. I still have 212 days in my queue. Ugh. Click off the Bastion in case this guy's the last one. Should kill him about the time the Bastion finishes. Yeah, well, I did. What do I do? Come on, come on, come on. All right. And do I leave it on Scorch? Might as well. All right. gotta get some more music on my little radio station that I have that's non-copyrighted music. Let's see. Don't think I'm gonna be able to kill him before Bastion needs to be re-upped. Nope. Not gonna get him. Darn it. The heck? 1 second. Alright, Uber Eats was at the door. Let us find somewhere for you both to go. Sandwich underscore ready. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's start warping back for the turn-in and initiate this raid to get you guys onto another Eve stream here. Yeah, let's... There we go. Easy day. Alright.
Drive active.
Thank you, gentlemen. I am going to be logging off for the evening. Fripnit, thank you for coming in and subscribing. Take it easy. We'll see you again.